You're listening to the Coaching Cast podcast Bitesize Collection. This is a series of short episodes created from extracts from our full recordings across all 7 seasons, covering a variety of different topics which we've put together to help you tap into helpful ideas and tools quickly to enable you to thrive at work. This episode is a compilation of extracts from our full recording on dealing with a toxic boss, featuring clips of our key points, experiences, tips and coaching questions to introduce you to the topic and support you to handle it for yourself. Stay to the end to hear the details of where and how to listen to the full episode. We hope you enjoy.
They leave because of bad bosses and poor management, who often don't appreciate their value. But what if the manager goes beyond the scope of their authority and exhibits toxic behaviours?
And it escalated to the point where, I had a review with her, and because of this never really knowing where I stood, her lack of transparency, her inconsistency, her favouritism, you can imagine that when it then came down to having an honest in inverted commas review about my performance, I had no idea what to expect. And then when she proceeded to tell me that she didn't think I was doing a very good job and that I wouldn't pass my probation out of nowhere, I was taken aback.
And it shatters self-confidence and self-belief, because you're always being put, to your point, put into a situation where it's very hard to succeed and do well in the, up front, because, there's unrealistic expectations, there's impossible deadlines, there's pressure. They're not all the things that are conducive to a working environment which helps people thrive and bring their best to do their best job and best work.
Exactly.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
And I think it's in those spaces where, anxiety is high, fear is high, there's a real lack of trust. And I think anyone who is in that very authoritative position where they have so much control and so much influence, it spreads so quickly.
Yeah.
And then because she was very guarded, she would even talk in this, like when she shared things with you, it didn't even have to be anything like untoward, but she made everything she was telling you sound like a secret, like it was privileged information. And you never got the full story of anything. It was very bizarre. So then it kind of meant everyone else then emulated that same behavior, and there was this lack of trust and transparency amongst all the team. But this consistency was difficult, which meant that some days this individual, my boss, was really nice, and that would be disconcerting. Like, she would ask you actually quite nice questions and seem curious about you and your life and what you were doing.
But actually, it just demonstrated to me, that is not something I aspire. That's not something I look up to. That is not something that I would want to do. And, it occurs far, far too often for my liking.
The examples I've shared in this conversation about that manager, I had exactly the same reaction to it, which was I knew what they were doing was wrong. There was that was always something that was clear to me. I had enough self-awareness, enough of a moral compass, enough, I suppose, conviction in my own beliefs and capabilities to know that everything this person was doing was fundamentally wrong, and wrong because of how crap it made me feel. And my general view is, because I do respect myself and I do care about myself, is if I feel really rubbish about something, that's significant and I should listen to that. And if I feel rubbish about it, it's because it's not right to me. So I want to not be in that environment anymore. But equally, if I feel that way, I definitely don't want anyone else ever to feel that way. So I would never behave like that. And I have changed my job. Now, that doesn't mean I've changed companies, because I've had the benefit of working in large corporates, but I've moved around. I've moved departments. because I've conceded that I can't change that person, so I'm not going to try. That's not where my energy is best placed. You've got friends, you've got family, you've got hobbies, you've got interests. There's other things that make up your life and actually contribute to who you are as a person. So I would urge you to get some rest, because that's also where you'll do your best thinking. Look at what you can do to protect and manage yourself better in the situation, or look at how you can change your environment. And I know that sounds like the easier way out, which is to find another job, but there should be no shame in quitting.
Want more of what you've been listening to? You can listen to the full episode by searching for Season 6, Episode 1 across all major platforms, including Spotify, Apple, Google, and YouTube, where you can watch the full recording. You can also find all of our episodes by visiting our website, www.thecoachingcast.co.uk. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to be notified of all future episodes, and you can also follow us on Instagram, where we post regular updates about the show. Finally, let us know what you think about the Coaching Cast. Email us at hello@thecoachingcast.co.uk.